What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, marketingmeathead.com, and today is a ho 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 from Santa Claus. We're almost there to Christmas. This will be the last time we see old Santa on the channel this year, but today we're going to talk about how to make money online in 2020. All right, welcome back. So basically in 2020, I want to have some predictions here. This video is not going to be about like Mickey Mouse methods of going in and filling out surveys or other, what I consider like hourly type of positions, okay? This is about real businesses online, and basically I see four business models that we've basically that's basically what the four business models that you can make money online with that are like actual real businesses, in my opinion, okay? And I want to talk about each one of those ways in this video. I don't want to make it too long, but I just want to bring up some issues that I've seen with some of the businesses, and then, give you some predictions on what I think you should go for in 2020 as you make your decision on what avenue and path that you're going to pursue, if you will. So on this channel, we do talk about making money online. I do a lot of how-to videos. Show you how to do all the stuff that I'm doing to build a multiple seven-figure business, and I teach you guys how to do it on this channel. So if you like the content and you want to subscribe to the channel, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and bang that notifications bell. All right, let's get going. So the first model is affiliate marketing. Obviously, most of you guys know I'm an affiliate marketer. Here's my 2019 ClickBank Platinum Award. So I do know a little bit about affiliate marketing. Obviously, you have to do. I think the numbers are around $500,000. I don't know how much we ultimately did with ClickBank, but it was over $500,000, and it was all in the first kind of part of 2019. Now, I have run some other ClickBank offers in 2019 later in the year, but I didn't hit any big ones like I did in the beginning of the year. So affiliate marketing is really going to come down to this, guys, okay? It's gotten, what I want to talk to you, and Alex Becker brought this up on his channel the other day, and one of my old mentors, Matt Trainer, brought this up years ago, and I remember him talking about it like it was yesterday. And basically, the issue is online right now is that it's become so easy to become like a digital marketer. Okay, back in the day, you'd have to go out and hire a developer to build like a funnel or a website, and you'd have to have like, basically somebody that's like a coder in order to set up like a webinar funnel and all this other stuff, okay? This was kind of like in the Frank Kern heyday, I guess, if you will. There's another big marketer, his name was Armand Moran, and I remember following him, and this guy was like, the king of like webinars and whatnot, okay? And Frank Kern was as well. And both these guys are super talented, and they're really good marketers. But what has happened now over the last like 3 or 4 or 5 years with, the invention of stuff like ClickFunnels and Builderall and Lead Pages and Unbounce and, all the different softwares out there. I got Infusionsoft, I got ActiveCampaign. I got so many softwares I don't know what to do with myself, okay? But what happens is every one of these softwares makes your life easier. It makes things easier to do online, okay? And what that does, it kind of levels the playing field. Okay, back in the day when, Frank Kern, and I'm not discrediting Frank Kern, I still like his stuff and I actually still follow him. He's a brilliant marketer, but his pedestal that he was on back in the day, I can remember back in the day when he was like, everyone's like, oh my God, that's Frank Kern. Now it's kind of like a lot of guys online that I follow, like some of the guys that are like smaller time, like Shopify, e-com guys, I would venture to say they're probably just as darn as good a marketer as Frank Kern. Okay, they can run they might be able to better in terms of running traffic and media buying. Okay, and Frank has a lot of experience. Don't get me wrong, but what has happened over the years now is information's become so readily available. The tools have made things easier, and it's gotten a lot more saturated. Okay, and nowadays, if you do run a campaign, for example, on an affiliate offer, and it starts doing well and your ads start popping up everywhere, well, guess what? Most people are going to see it that are anybody that's, got Ad Spy or Big Spy or all the other spy tools out there, they're able to find it, okay? And guess what they're going to do? They're going to freaking, model what you're doing or copy what you're doing, and they're going to run it as well, and they're going to saturate the market super quick. Okay, that's just the way it is. That's the way things are going right now. That's what you're going to start to see happen. Now, over time, if you're a really good affiliate, you can add in new creatives. You can keep your ads from getting fatigued. You're going to build up pixel data, that kind of stuff, and you can potentially outlast, all the competition. So I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying that it's going to be harder. okay? And your advantage, and I was telling my students this the other day, is your advantage in this world is your creativity, okay? And if you aren't able to take your creativity out of your head and put it into a ad or into a video or into a funnel, then you're cutting yourself short, okay? And the tools that we have nowadays that are available to us, like the ClickFunnels and the Builderalls and the, there's a bunch of them out there, it makes it a lot easier for us to do that. Now, one of the things that I don't have yet that I'm going to gain is the skill to do like Photoshop, okay? And Photoshop and Premiere, another thing that I'm going to learn in the very near future here, probably in the next week or two, I'm going to start working on Premiere. I need to be able to, I've gotten by up to this point, and I've been very successful up to this point using my VA and outsourcing stuff that I need to get done. And again, and I'm going to continue to do that because it's time consuming to make a lot of different versions of a video or a lot of different versions of an ad. But I also want to be able to, like, if I get a thought and I'm doing something online, I want to be able to just execute that thought. I don't have to wait for my VA. I don't want to have to wait for an outsourcer to get it done and then get it back and then it's not really what I wanted, that kind of stuff, okay? I want to be able to take that thought and put it into reality right then and there and put an ad up and move forward, okay? And in order to do that, you're going to need to know Photoshop and you're going to need to know Premiere, okay? And Premiere is similar to Final Cut Pro. So if that's the road you take, Final Cut Pro and Premiere are kind of your top two tier video editing programs. I'm pretty good on Camtasia now. I've done that for a couple of years, but it's time to up my game. Okay, I can see it. The campaigns are getting harder, and the traffic's getting more expensive, and there's a lot more affiliates out there trying to run this stuff. And you gotta up your game. Okay, it's that simple. For 2020, you need to freaking up the game. Okay, that's how it goes. All right. So one other thing I just wanted to bring up. I had another guy hit me up. He's not one of my students, but he is a follower, I think, on my YouTube channel. And he was asking me about a ClickBank offer that I've seen a few other people running. And I'm pretty sure Robbie Blanchard, he's another affiliate marketer. He was the number one ClickBank affiliate in the contest in January. I placed number 10 on the leaderboard. He was number 1. And I think he's in his course, he's training people how to do this battery reconditioning offer. So, and this guy, John, had hit me up on Messenger, and he was asking about, hey, I'm having a hard time getting this thing profitable, this and that. And I probed around a couple of questions, and that's kind of how I haven't been through Robbie's course or anything, but I did get the impression that might be the offer that Robbie's telling people to run, because running diet on Facebook just doesn't work anymore. You're going to get your account and your business manager shut down. So I'm pretty sure he's having people run ClickBank offers like the battery reconditioning offer and maybe some other ones. But think about this, okay? If he's got 1,000 students, which is roughly, I think, about what he has, I'm pretty sure he just got the 2 Comma Club award. I saw a video, and that would mean if his course is $997 times 1,000, or actually, yeah, it would actually be $997 times 1,000, okay? So that would be 10,000. Well, I don't know. I think he's done $1 million. So I think that's what the numbers end up being. But so he's done $1 million through a funnel, and he's teaching all these people how to do the same offer with the same, probably similar ads. And the audience on like an offer like the battery reconditioning offer is going to be like a done for you type of audience. It's going to be like your DIY, your survival type people, that kind of stuff. That audience is fairly limited on Facebook. Okay, don't get me wrong. There is a pretty good sized audience, but if you got 1,000 people pushing that same offer to the same audience on Facebook, guess what? That offer is going to get saturated very quick, and nobody's going to make any money. Okay, it's that simple. So keep that in mind with affiliate marketing. Okay, let's move on. So let's talk about e-com a little bit. I was just listening to another guy, Brandon Wersch was his name, or Braden Wersch. And he made a good point, and I agree with him on this point, was that it's not easy and it's getting harder, okay? And even if you do get a working product, more than likely everybody and their brother has seen how to like spy on people's feeds, use Big Spy, use Ecom Hunt, use Ad Spy, all the different spy tools out there, Sell the Trend, you name it. And anytime somebody gets a winning product, everybody's going to start like duplicating it and copying it, okay? So that's going to be tough. That's number one. Number two, that's tough with Shopify and ecom is the shipping times, okay? If you haven't noticed, Amazon is getting pretty much down to like 1-day shipping in the US. So being able to try to compete with 1-day shipping is going to be tough. Okay, now don't get me wrong, not everybody's on Amazon and not everybody likes Amazon. And there are people that do impulse buy still on Facebook, and there's still a market there. But it's getting harder, okay? And it's not an easy thing to do. I had a media buyer that was kind of working with me, and he was trying to run some ecom stuff. And basically, I told him, I said, listen, bro, like you're working on this stuff like an hour a night. I'm like, you got no shot of competing with these guys. I mean, if you're gonna sit there and run e-com online today, you gotta be working like 12, 15-hour days in order to even have a shot. I mean, you got to be optimizing campaigns. You got to be like testing creatives. You got to be testing videos. You got to be another level above the guys that are out there in order to be competitive. If you're like just dibble-dabbling in e-com with Shopify and spending an hour a day playing around with some ads, you're never going to make money. Okay, that's just plain and simple. You have no shot. Okay, so. That's kind of e-com in a nutshell. That is another arena where it's gotten very easy to set up a store. You can set up a store in a matter of a couple hours now, and you can sign up for all the apps. You got to list all the apps, and then you're paying a few $100 a month for all the cool apps, and your store's pretty awesome. And then you go out and run traffic. Okay, I mean, I did it. I set it up in a day or two, and my store's ready to go. I'm not running traffic right now. We were up until about mid-November, and then CPM started getting really high. Our particular couple products we were running weren't super profitable, so we just said, you know what, let's just wait till after Christmas, and then we'll get fired back up again. And that's what we're kind of doing. Okay. That's e-com going into 2020. It's going to get more difficult, low barrier to entry, a lot of competition coming in. So just keep that in mind. If you can get to the point where you have some kind of brand and you can put some kind of trademark on it, and you can even get that up on Amazon and be competitive shipping in the couple-day thing, that's kind of the direction you need to go with e-com, in my opinion. Let's talk about Amazon FBA. That's the next one. Amazon FBA, in my opinion, is getting overrun by the Chinese. Okay, I just watched this other guy I follow yesterday, and he did a whole video on this, and he's like, let's go through the homepage of like this offer, and it was like 9 out of 11 sellers, Chinese sellers. Okay, the Chinese people are going to be taking over Amazon very shortly if they haven't completely already done it already. Okay, the only way you can compete with the Chinese is if you have some kind of brand or trademark and brand registry on Amazon, and you can actually like say, hey, listen, this is my brand, my product, and this guy's running the same product. They'll kick that guy off, because it happened to me where somebody said I was infringing on their brand, and they didn't kick me off, but they shut down my listing, and I had no way to really prove that I wasn't, that I didn't steal this guy's brand, even though all it was a paper product. And I went back and forth. I tried to prove that it was my design and all this other stuff, and it just was like a dead end street. You know what? I did a removal order, and I tossed away $1,500 in inventory into the garbage because I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. Every time I call customer service, I get the runaround. You got to talk to this guy. You got to talk to this guy. It is a vortex of misery for the Amazon FBA sellers if your listing gets taken down. Good luck, okay? Because you're going to end up throwing away your inventory. At least if you get lucky and get it back up online, then great. But there's a pretty good chance you're going to be tossing away your inventory. So I just tossed my inventory away, but that platform is going to be all Chinese. Okay, you have no chance to compete against those guys. First off, the labor is way cheaper over there. They manufacture the products in sweatshops and in facilities that the U.S. people obviously would never work in. And what happens is if you speak the language and you know the landscape of the factories in your area, you're going to be able to negotiate better deals, and you're going to be able to get that stuff cheaper, and you're going to be able to do the nowadays the education that's available about Amazon FBA, you got the Amazing Selling Machine, all that stuff's available on torrent sites. Anybody in China can go to a torrent site and download any Amazing Selling Machine, whoever Amazon guys are out there, all that stuff will be up on a torrent site. If they put out a new course, that's on the torrent site within a couple days, okay? And you can download that. The Chinese people figured that out a long time ago, I'm sure. But now they've actually started applying the knowledge, and now they're able to do the same knowledge that I have and everybody else has that's watching this video. The Chinese people can get that same knowledge. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to get the products cheaper, and they're going to put them up on Amazon and beat you on price, and just run the products completely down to the point where you can't make money. Okay, you're going to pay for PPC, you're going to pay for the product cost, you're going to pay for the Amazon FBA fees, and guess what's going to be left? $0. Okay, you're going to be broke. All right, and I was listening to another guy on Amazon. I got so many stories because I hear all this stuff. And this guy, Samir Brax, he's a pretty cool dude. He's got some pretty good content on his channel. But he was talking about his Black Friday and his Cyber Monday, and he brought in like $4,000 in sales over the course of the weekend. I'm like, $4,000, dude. Okay, so you're making a 20, maybe 25% margin if you're lucky. Probably not even that with PPC costs and stuff. I'm like, dude, you made $1,000 over the course of like 4 days. I'm like, dude, that's a hobby, man. You ain't got a business there, dude. That's a hobby. You can't pay your rent on that. Good luck. That's supposedly the biggest weekend of the year, and you made $1,000. Come on, dude. Like, that's a freaking waste of time, man. $1,000, man. On a summer weekend in my VIP hosting company, we're dropping, anywhere from 12 to 15K a weekend. I mean, you're doing a hobby, bro. I mean, get out of here. When you hit a nice affiliate campaign or a solid e-com campaign, you're making, $1,000, $2,000 a day, not $1,000 in a weekend, and you got to deal with all the Amazon crap and the PPC and, reordering product and sucking all your profits into buying more inventory. Forget that, man. That is not a business model that I recommend going into in 2020. Start doing your research. You can go into the, go on any popular product and go in and look at the seller and then look at the seller's address and go down and see how many people on the front page are Chinese sellers. Okay. And you're going to see that most of the people are Chinese sellers. And guess what? The platform is getting overrun by the Chinese, and they are going to price you and me, the people in America that are going to have to buy from the Chinese and pay a premium to get it over here, and we're not able to probably get the best price or whatever, and you're not going to be able to compete with that unless you have a brand and a patent and a trademark. Then you might have a chance, but that's your only way. And you know how hard it is to come up with a brand that's successful, and how much money you have to put in, and how much work you have to put in to get to that point. It's not easy, okay? I'm not saying don't go for it. If that's what you want to do, then go for it. But just make sure that that's the path you want to take, because you might devote a year or two of your life and you might not even be successful at that, okay? So I do not recommend Amazon FBA for 2020. Again, I'm not going to rain on anybody's parade, but that's just my opinion. I've had 4 products up on Amazon. I have 0 right now. Okay, I got out of that business. I'm not getting back into it anytime soon, unless somehow I find a product or I come up with something creative and I do have a chance of patenting something or at least getting a trademark and getting a brand registered on Amazon. That'll be the only way I play in that arena ever again. Okay. So that's Amazon FBA. And then the fourth way to make money online, as far as a real business goes, is to build a niche authority website. Okay, I had my buddy Brandon in Kansas City. I brought this up on a past video, and he's got a niche website or network of websites, and his niche is the male stripper niche, if you can believe that, and he kills it. He's one of the biggest in the country, or at least in the Midwest. And I have a bunch of niche websites. Okay, I have a New Year's party website that does really well this time of year, obviously, New Year's. And then I have a Halloween party website. And then I have my VIP hosting websites. I have 4 authoritative sites. All of them rank really well. All of them bring leads in every day. I just set up a massive AdWords campaign. I just did a video on it for all my sites for 2020. They're all real businesses, okay? Those are real businesses. We provide a service for people coming to Vegas. They come out here for bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, bottle service. We book their stuff. We take them out. We show them a good time, get them into nightclubs, get them better deals that they can get on their own, and we just make their vacations awesome, okay? That's our service, okay? So I have a services-based business. So what I recommend to you is go out there and find yourself something that you can build over time, okay? Maybe it's providing a service. Maybe it's providing a product, some kind of niche or some kind, there's a million niches out there, okay? It doesn't have to be, what I do or what my buddy does with the male strippers. There's a million niches out there. Go play around on Google for an afternoon and just start getting some ideas and see what's out there in your area, and maybe start providing a service or find a way to build up, especially in a local area. If you're not in a huge city, a lot of times these niche websites aren't that hard to rank in a local market, but you can be very profitable if you provide a good service for people and start building up the reviews. I call it a moat, and you build up that moat, okay? And over time, I've got a couple of my Google review listings have 200 reviews. It takes years to get 200 reviews. So, anybody coming in and trying to compete with me, they're not going to get 200 reviews in the first couple months. No way. They'll be lucky to get 10. And, if they come in and try to compete with me, well, who do you book with? A guy with 100 or 200 5-star reviews, or a guy that's got 3 5-star reviews? Okay, come on. Of course you're going to book with the guy who's got 200 5-star reviews. So, there's something to be said for building up a business, and that's probably my biggest problem with affiliate marketing and even e-com is a lot of times it's almost not a real business. Okay, you're only really as good as your last campaign. Okay, you run a campaign, you make a lot of money for a while, and you're on top of the world. You're buying steak dinners, and you're thinking about buying a nice car, and then all of a sudden something happens. Facebook shuts down your account, the offer gets paused. A million competitors come into the market, whatever, and all of a sudden, boom, then you got nothing. Okay, then you're broke. Okay, it's happened to me before, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen to just about every affiliate marketer out there. I'm sure it's happened to at least once, or more times probably. And that's just the way the business goes. Okay, so my recommendation in 2020, and one other thing I did want to bring up, I have noticed I've done a video on this on my channel too. I had that buddy of mine who was an affiliate marketer who actually hung himself. Very sad story, but I know another guy that ripped. As far as I know, he ripped off a guy. He borrowed money for like traffic, and he ultimately dipped on this guy. And he's another pretty big affiliate marketer guy that I know. And I do know a couple other affiliate marketers that are just like straight selling their products, not even running any traffic, doing any affiliate offers anymore. So it's like, out there, it's like there's a lot of BS going on. Okay, people are making money doing other stuff besides affiliate marketing, even though they're selling a course saying they're doing affiliate marketing. Okay, and there's a number of affiliates I know personally that aren't really making money anymore doing affiliate marketing because it's not easy. You got to be creative and you got to work your ass off, and you got to find stuff that is unique and creative, and that's the only thing that's going to set you apart from the next guy. It's not hard to go up and set up a funnel. I can set up a funnel in a couple hours. I can have ads up and running in a funnel and an offer going in a couple hours. It's not hard, okay? But like getting an offer to actually convert and make money, that's hard, okay? So keep that in mind. So going forward, to roll out this video, I don't want to make it too long here. Hopefully you guys are getting some value out of this thing. If you are, make sure you leave me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the 4 business models of online. The biggest problem with the niche marketing stuff is it takes time. You're going to have to build up a website, and you're going to have to do a lot of content probably, and work on your backlinks. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into a niche website. And usually the payoff is not instant. It's usually 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road. I've been building my sites up for years, okay? And I've built them up to the point where they rank well, and it's really hard to knock off one of the top players in any industry. Okay, it's not easy. You gotta have some skills, and you gotta have some time, and you gotta have some money probably. Okay, but I would recommend that you start. If you really want to do this online thing, I would recommend you do start some kind of a niche website in 2020. I think that's probably the best long-term solution. I don't know where this whole e-com thing's going in the next year or two with Amazon coming in with these ridiculous shipping times and so much competition coming into the thing. I think it's just going to keep getting more and more competitive and harder and harder to make money in affiliate marketing and with e-com and certainly with Amazon FBA. So I think going into 2020, not to be a downer, that your best thing is to try to find something that's not everybody else is doing. Don't go with the sheep. Everybody's trying to run Shopify. Everybody's trying to be an affiliate. Everybody's trying to jump on Amazon FBA. That's the sheep. Okay, if the sheep are doing this, you need to do this. Okay, you need to go the other way. You need to go and be like, okay, now what can I do online that not everybody's going to think about and not everybody's going to do? And that's what you've got to be thinking about for 2020, in my opinion. Go out there and do some research on niches. Find something that maybe you could be unique. Find something that you could add value to a market and add your own little twist to it. Maybe you have just to give you an example, I had this girl. She was a cleaning girl. She was Polish and she was into the cleaning service. Now she never cleaned a house herself. She was like the queen bee of the business and owned the company. But she had all these other little Polish ladies that spoke Polish and didn't speak any English that worked for her. And she had this freaking awesome business, man. She was killing it. Okay, that's a perfect example. This female, she doesn't do any cleaning herself, but she's got an amazing cleaning business because of her referral network, her website, and all this stuff. Okay, that's one example. Another girl I knew, she had a salon. Okay, and she built up the salon and had all these girls working in different chairs. They're all paying her like a rent, and she only worked like 2 days a week because she made enough money off all these other girls. She didn't hardly have to work. Okay, that's another idea. I'm not saying to do that. It's not really an online business, but I'm just giving you some ideas out there that there's other businesses besides Shopify, affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, and niche marketing sites. There's other businesses out there. There's other ways to make money, or you can still be an entrepreneur and you can still make a lot of money. Okay, so don't get stuck in that rut like, oh, I gotta learn this e-com business, man. This e-com business might not be around 2 years from now. Okay. I got to be an affiliate. I want to be an affiliate marketer. Yeah, you can make a lot of money with affiliate marketing. I've made tons. Here's my award. I got awards. Okay, and I'm going to keep doing it because I know how to do it. But is it a long-term game plan? I don't think so. You're only as good as your last campaign. You really are only as good as your last campaign. If you got a big winning campaign, you start showing some numbers online. Everybody's like, "Oh, this guy's the greatest thing to the world." Well, what happens when that campaign dies if you don't have anything else? Well, then you might go a few months before you hit a big one again. Okay, and that's just how it works. Okay, so Now, hopefully you guys got some out of today. Let me know what you are going to do in the comments below for 2020. Are you going to be an affiliate marketer? Are you going to go for e-com? Are you going to try Amazon FBA against my advice? Or are you going to go and try to find yourself like a services-based business or some kind of business where you can take your internet marketing skills and build up some kind of a niche website and be competitive either nationally or locally? You tell me below what you think, okay? I would love to hear what you guys think for 2020. My personal plan for 2020 is I'm going to keep building up my moat on all my current authoritative websites. I am going to be launching some ecom products and some more affiliate stuff in January, and we are working on a new course that is a little bit lower barrier to entry and get people into our funnel. So we're going to be launching our own product probably in January or February as well. So look out for that. And so well, I got the Niche Authority websites. I have the affiliate marketing. We'll do the Shopify. I'm not doing Amazon, and then we're gonna have my own product. So we're gonna have basically another whole business here with our own product. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Happy 2020, and we'll talk to you next year. Bye.